What's going on, YouTube? R2R here, and today, by the title of the video, you obviously know what we're talking about. We're talking about this thing right here. No, not my crotch, the seat. Now, you can't tell right now because I don't have a front-facing camera, but I'm actually on my way to my photo spot to get some photos. Here's the strap, I guess you can see that. But yeah, being a motovlogger these days means you basically got to be able to do video and photo of your bikes, so you can do cinematic reveals and things like that. But yeah, so I'm gonna cut to basically when we're looking at the seat, and I'll talk to you guys about what I like about the seat and what I dislike about the seat so far. So yeah, cut to you then. Alright, so before I give you guys my impressions after riding this seat, first I want to give you guys a little bit look at the seat. So I got the black carbon with the gripper top, and so far I'm loving the material of this gripper top. It feels really nice. These carbon sides look really good. Now, the one thing I don't really care for about this seat so far is that there is a little bit of a gap right here between the seat and the tank. I don't know how to get rid of that. On the other side of it, it seems like there is a little bit more of a gap right around this area right here. So it is kind of a little bit of annoying, but overall not that big of a deal. The other thing that this seat gets rid of, and why I like it so much, is it gets rid of that stock seat strap right here. I don't know about you guys, but that thing is annoying to me, especially with sitting back on the seat. You don't really want to sit up in this area. It doesn't feel too comfortable. So sitting back kind of like right here, your butt will be touching the seat a little bit, and it's not really that fun to be sitting on that strap. It can actually hurt after a long period of time, so getting rid of that was definitely something I'm loving so far. Now, like I told you guys, I actually am here to do some photos of the bike. That's how I usually get my thumbnails. I come to a spot like this. For you guys wondering what camera I use the Panasonic G7. More of a video camera than a photo camera, but you know, it works for what I need it for. So we're going to take some pictures of the bike, we're going to hop back on it, and then we'll talk to you guys about some other things that I like about the seat. Also, if you watched my last video, you know of all the mods that I plan on doing to this bike. I also got rid of these ugly reflectors right here, and I'm loving the way that looks right now too. Alright, so I just finished taking pictures of the bike, but before I jump back on the bike, I want to take a second to talk about the installation of this seat. Super simple, super quick, super easy. Literally just have to remove this 8mm bolt, this 8mm bolt, this 8mm bolt on this side right here. If you also still have the stock seat on, you'll also have to remove two 10mm bolts, one right here and one's going to be on the other side of the bike under the seat right here. Now we can hop back on the bike and talk about how I feel about this seat. So I just realized I don't even think I've mentioned what we were talking about here today. We're talking about the comfort seat from Seat Concepts for the DRZ400SM, or just DRZ400 in general. Now, I'm loving this seat so far. The biggest thing about it is, one, I got the standard seat height. It actually feels a little bit taller than the stock seat height. I don't know, maybe it's because that one's broken in and this one's not. I have no idea. But with this seat already not being broken in, it already feels better than the stock seat. Now, I'm a bit of a bigger guy, meaning I have a bit of a bigger ass than most normal people. But anyway, with that being said, with the stock seat, this might be a little bit too much information, but I kind of spill out of the sides a little bit, if you know what I mean. Like a little bit of a cheek is hanging off, a little bit of a cheeky cheek is hanging off of the sides. But with this seat, like I mentioned before, I don't have that strap on the back of the seat, so I can actually sit a little bit further back and my whole ass can actually fit on the seat, and it feels a lot better than that stock seat. Man, after just riding this seat for basically what has been 30 minutes, I can already tell that this seat is going to be a lot better for longer rides, especially like if I'm just cruising somewhere or it's like a nice warm day, kind of like it is today, and I just want to be out for hours upon hours where I could ride from like sun up to sundown and only have to get off the bike to do gas. Man, this seat definitely can keep you locked in for a while. I mean, with that stock seat, I've called it basically in the past the 2-hour seat, where really that's as long as I've actually been able to ride it before I've decided I really want to get off the seat. But with this one so far, I mean, I haven't been riding it that long. This is the first ride and the first impressions. Subscribe to the channel because you guys will see an updated review down the line eventually of how I feel about this seat. But for this first impression right now, this seat definitely feels like it can definitely hold me in and be comfortable for quite a long period of time. But like I said earlier, I honestly didn't have that big of a problem with the stock seat. The only thing that mostly bothered me was that seat strap, and just overall, after like 2 hours, I would get bored. Not bored, I'd get annoyed of sitting on the seat because it would be hurting after that long period of time. I'm gonna go ride for a couple more hours on this seat just to see how it feels. But like I said, this was first impressions. Give you guys a little bit of a look, tell you some things that I like about it so far, some things that I dislike about it so far, which is mainly just this whole little gap right here. That's the only thing I don't like about it. But when you're on the bike, you don't even notice it. You don't even really notice it looking at the bike far away. It's just something that I know in my mind, so it's kind of bothering me up there, but eventually I'll forget about it, and this seat will be perfect. But yeah, so I'm gonna actually end this video here. If you guys want to see more content about the DRZ in the future, like I said in the last video, I'm going to be doing mods over time to this bike. Did the seats, I did the reflectors, I still have grips, hand guards, a throttle tube, an exhaust, case savers, and I think a couple more mods, so fender eliminator and front signals as well. So yeah, I'm going to be installing those, so if you want to see a review on those, subscribe to the channel. Like this video if you enjoyed the content. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.